So sad that they had to set this in Antarctica because of climate change.
Well, beware and warning and welcome,
Oh my God.
friends.
I'm locked in, but you're not. Woof. Okay.
Well, my name's Peter, and I'm sad.
My name's Abby, and I'm disappointed. But we're both librarians.
And this is Choose Your Own Book Club, where we are reading through every single Choose Your Own Adventure book.
Yeah.
But we want to take a little bit of a break.
We're doing it like a sandwich now. You know, we were doing it from the beginning to the end, you know, but now it's going to be like a little sandwich.
Why?
Because that's just what I said.
I'm just trying to understand.
We've eaten a lot from the bottom, right? We've eaten 56 books, and now we're eating some top books. We're making a little sandwich.
Because that's how sandwiches work, right?
Yep.
So today we're reading At the Mountains of Madness.
Yes.
There's some really good modern ones.
Yes.
There's some really good modern ones that are coming up that we're really interested in. And so we wanted to take a crack at some of the more new releases. And so, yeah, this one caught my eye right away. We'll probably be covering some other new releases, but this one caught my eye because I love Cosmic Horror so much. The Thing is my favorite movie. Dead Space is one of my favorite game series. Anything that's Cosmic Horror, I at least have a passing interest in.
Yeah.
And just, I also love Lovecraftian horror just because I love horror that happens in the 1940s or in that time frame. Because it's just a little bit more spooky, a little bit more fun.
Yeah, it's got that noir kind of vibe.
Yes, I love that. Do not love Lovecraft.
No, Lovecraft, boo.
Oh yeah, he sucks. Racist, even for his time.
Yeah.
But also, he is a horrible writer. Have you ever read any of his stuff?
No, mostly because of that thing that you just mentioned. Like you were saying, that cosmic horror kind of thing, like I've always really been drawn to that kind of Lovecraftian vibe. Like I love it. I love Hellboy, which like if you've seen the Hellboy movies
and Del Toro wanted to do a version of Mountains of Madness. And it's probably one of the greatest non-made movies of all time.
Yeah. I love Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
It's my favorite.
Yes. Anything that he does, I'm at least somewhat interested in.
Oh yeah. He's so cool. But yeah, like some parts of this, you know, with the in this book reminded me of some of the set pieces and stuff from from Hellboy and Eldritch Horrors and stuff.
Oh, sure.
Love it.
But so I've read a couple of the original Lovecrafts, and he is just such an awful writer. Because like
you're not selling him for me, you know?
Because like sometimes horror doesn't age the best, but like Poe is still like classics. You still get atmosphere. You still, even though it's written in older language, still get that dread. You still get so much out of it.
Still creepy. You know, like Frankenstein, you still like, it's still good. Dracula's
still good.
Still good. You know, like it's written at a very different time. The language is very different, but it's still really awesome.
Right.
You know?
But all of the Lovecraft I've read, it's characters and they just go into rooms and they investigate things and they just see horrible things and they're reporting on horrible things, but they don't actually witness it. And anyone that does witness a horrible thing, like a monster or anything like that, it's not described in the book. It's just Lovecraft is just like, and then a horrible thing happened and it was so horrible I can't even describe it. And me as the reader, I am like, hey, Lovecraft, as a author, that's your job, dude. That's your only job.
I mean, show don't tell is what my creative writing instructors always told me. But
so all he does is tell, and it's so boring.
Ew.
So again, I love cosmic horror in general, but just he's an awful writer and an awful person. So this isn't an endorsement of him, obviously, but just the genre in general.
Well, I thought this book was really fun. So
yes, I agree. I think I have notes But overall, I like this one.
Yeah, I have some notes too, but I really had a fun time reading it. So I automatically, from your description of Lovecraft, this one is better.
Oh, yes. So let's just get into our 60-second summary.
Sure.
And so what happens here, usually, is you're going to describe this book for anyone that hasn't read it.
I thought you were telling me. I was like, I know. We've been doing this for several years, Peter.
Almost 3 now.
Yeah.
You're going to choose how you want to do it.
Sure am.
I think I picked some good options. So option number 1 is, again, this is Lovecraft, cosmic horror. So it's all about madness. So I want you to get quote unquote crazier.
Oh, I thought you were going to have me get mad at you.
You already are mad at me. No, I want you to get crazier as you describe the book.
Ooh.
Option number 2 is you're a camp counselor for kind of no reason, but that's the joke. So I want you to do it kind of like you're talking to a bunch of campers, like forced enthusiasm.
Yes.
But this talking about the horrors of the beyond.
Okay. I'm going to do that one. This is perfect for me because I did work at a summer camp briefly.
I think you told me. Okay.
I was a cook at a
Well, now we got to talk about that, Abby.
Oh, okay.
Because I didn't know this. Okay.
This was my first job in high school when I was...
You're just dropping this now?
Yeah, 14, 15.
Abby lore is just happening right now? Okay.
For a couple of years.
Really quick. I want more stories later, but can you, in a nutshell, really quick or no?
I worked in the kitchen at a summer camp. It was a whole group of us who were like the camp kitchen people.
Okay, sure.
And like during the downtime when like after we had cleaned, we would just be like sitting there getting ready, like doing nothing while we were getting ready between the like breakfast and lunch service or whatever. And it was like so boring. And then it would be like, oh, we always just serve the corn dogs. We don't put them in the little sleeves that come with the individual corn dogs that say corn dog all over them. I'm going to duct tape all of those together into a giant dress. And then I'm going to serve dinner in a giant corn dog
the queen of corn dogs?
Which I did. And then for the entire rest of the time that I had that job, my nickname was Corn Dog Abby. So,
man, I don't want to talk about this book. I just want to talk about that. But we must.
Okay.
So you're doing the counselor bit?
Yeah.
Okay. So 60 seconds starts now.
All right, campers, gather round. Okay, everybody, we're going to have a good, fun time here, but you all need to listen to the rules, okay? Rule number 1, your parents left you here, but it's not because they don't love you. It's because they want you to learn how to respect yourself, other people, and nature, okay? So we're going to all respect each other and the Eldritch Horrors who are also here, okay? So, if we get any messages from other camps that say that the Eldritch Horrors have attacked them, then we all need to listen to the alert system from the AI that runs this whole camp so that we can get away, okay? Because we need to be responsible.
5 seconds.
Okay, ready? We're going to say our prayers now before we eat. God is great. God. Okay. I worked at a Bible camp. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Hail Cthulhu!
Hail Cthulhu! God is great. He is Cthulhu. Let us thank him for our Fulu. I think that was pretty accurate. No? Yes?
Our God is an eldritch God.
No.
Our God is an eldritch God. He reigns. Someone must have done that parody already. I can't be the first one.
I don't know. We'll have to Google it.
Yeah. Otherwise, guess what's coming to YouTube, baby?
Trademark, copyright. Trademark, copyright. Registered trademark.
So this book, again, it's a modern book. It's a little thick.
Yeah, they do, like the traditional size, and then they also do these digest size, larger ones.
What I meant by that is we might not get to everything.
Yep.
Because it just took a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So you start out, guess what, Abby? You're not a kid.
No, you are taking a gap year.
Yes. So you're in college, most likely, unless you're taking a gap year in high school.
Yeah. So it's like either after high school, before college, it's in college, between years, it's after college, before you get a job. I don't know. It's one of those two things. Something in there.
You're trained as a lifeguard, but you're hanging out at this camp
In Antarctica.
And it's kind of a camp for kiddos, and their parents are usually scientists or workers for this other like scientific camp in Antarctica where they're investigating through
Miskatonic or something.
Yeah, Miskatonic University, which is an actual university in the Lovecraftian universe.
Yes, Miskatonic University and Arkham Academy.
Go Wildcats.
I got to get better at making that sound.
You think it's a weird job because, of course, it is. Again, that's part of the joke, obviously.
Yeah, but you get paid bank.
Yes, $82,000.
In gold coins.
Right.
But your parents also work here. That's how it's called nepotism. Okay.
And of course, you live in Arkham, Massachusetts, that's where all the Lovecraftian stuff usually happens.
Yes.
So something's off this morning. You usually wake up with headaches. I think you have like a worse headache than you usually do. So you talk to Brother. And Brother is the AI that runs the camp.
Yeah. And your parents developed it. It runs the whole camp.
There's some choices along the way, but none of them matter until we get to a true choice. So let's just talk about a little bit more background.
You know, you wake up, you're not feeling the best, and you realize that you've slept in.
Right.
You're like,
and it's
woof.
kind of Brother's fault.
Brother, why didn't you wake me up? And he's like, uh-oh, I did a poopy. And you're like,
Just
wow.
like that.
Yep. You're like, oh, thanks a lot. You pooped the bed by not waking me up. And so you have to decide to go see the nurse or go see right to the campers.
So if you go see the nurse, you kind of get background on some of the different characters that you're either working with or responsible for.
Yeah.
So there's a big list. Let's just maybe talk about them really quick. There's Eleanor. She's going to be your second in command.
Yeah, she's one of the co-camp counselors.
Yes. And I think it's supposed to be kind of like Ellen Ripley.
Yeah.
From Alien.
Yeah, she has the exact look. It's great.
Yes, she has a big jumpsuit and curly hair.
Yeah.
Just like Sigourney Weaver. There's Guy. And Guy is kind of like the third in command.
No, that's Sky is the third in command.
No, it's Guy.
No, Guy is one of the geeky board game kids.
Abby,
Eleanor.
you are right. And those names should not have been as close as they are.
I know, right?
That was weird. Why did they do that
Guy.
way? So Sky is like the third in command.
Yeah.
And he's training, or he wants to be a soldier.
Yep.
At Arkham Academy, which I'm sure is like a military school, I'm guessing.
From what it sounds like, it seems like it's some kind of, like military school. Like, what's the name of that stupid army school?
West Point?
Yes. Don't put in that it's a stupid army school. Like a West Point kind of situation.
Yes. And then there's Guy. Is there anything about Guy then?
Guy already goes to that Arkham Academy. His dad or grandpa or something works there and was like in World War II, like Medal of Honor or like.
Okay. So yeah, maybe I conflated those two people together.
It's very easy to do that.
Yeah. So close. There's JR, and JR, I was so confused when I read this. So JR is the helicopter pilot.
And a kid.
And JR is modeled after Kurt Russell's character in The Thing, because he has a beard, he has a leather jacket, he's playing chess when you first see him, just like McCready in The Thing. So obviously not to that, but it's very weird that he is the pilot. He's subbing in for his dad, so he's not technically a resident or a camper, but he's also a camper. And it was very weird because sometimes you get this information or you don't get this information. So it's very when you're reading it, it can read odd.
Yeah.
There's Jackie. Jackie has a nosebleed. And is she sleepwalking too?
Yes. She's sleepwalking. And sometimes it takes you a minute to find out that she has a twin with whom she can.
She has an imaginary twin.
No, she has like a real / imaginary / real twin who goes to a different summer camp, but is maybe dead, but she can telekinesis communicate with her.
Okay. See, I didn't get that, so I was confused, I guess.
I mean, I think based on what I understand of Lovecraftian horror, it should be a little confusing. So
yes.
So it's okay.
Then there's some other kids. There's Moon. Was there anything about Moon?
Moon is Jackie's roommate.
Yes.
Who kind of like grounds her, cares for her and watches her.
There's Sam. And so Sam is a very weird character. So usually just a background character, but in certain branches, you find out that his parents were killed recovering the Necronomicon, which is a book in the Lovecraftian universe. This book can be a little weird because sometimes we're just finding out about the Lovecraftian horrors and they're new to us. Other times they're already established and everybody knows about it. There's Shemp. Sure, your favorite character. And so Shemp is really into everyone's current favorite IP, which is Three Stooges. And so that's all that he does
is make constant references and quotes. Now, I completely can understand that sometimes people who like are maybe on the spectrum or something have, you know, like shows and things that they will repeat lines from instead of like having typical communication discourse and stuff. So perhaps there's something like that happening with Shemp. We don't really know.
Sure.
But I just thought it was such an odd choice for it to be
Three Stooges
because I'm like, I don't really know if that's a show that many young readers are familiar with. But
I also like the description of Shemp is he's kind of older. You're not even sure if he's still in high school anymore. Like he might just be an adult. He might be older than you.
Yeah.
But for some reason he's at this camp.
Yeah.
Very odd.
Yeah.
There's still more kids, which again, it makes sense because if you were a camp counselor, you need kids, you need other characters. I think there's just a little bit too many kids.
Yeah. It's hard to keep track of all of them, both as a reader and then sometimes as the actual counselor.
Right. And then there's Tendo. Tendo just likes video games. I think that's their only characteristic. So there's also Nurse Peters. Nurse Peters is the nurse, obviously, for the camp. And so you're introduced to all these characters. You can choose what you want your day to look like. If you want to check in with certain people, if you want to check in with certain kids, get to know them a little bit better.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily matter until we get to this one choice. The whole camp fills with rapid breathing as every loudspeaker plays this message. Camp Starkweather, which is where you're at. This is Camp Moore, where your parents are at. We found the specimens. They live. Repeat. They live. Please send. And it breaks out.
Yeah, we got that distress call.
So your mother's plea is interrupted by an awful noise, an incantation that forces everyone to cover their ears. The loudspeakers tremble as the chant is punctuated with an insidious musical piping.
Yeah.
So as I look around, you see Guy, Sam, and Sky. Oh, very similar names. And Jackie slowly open their eyes and uncover their ears. The unflinching gaze across their faces convinces you the same. And then you lower your hands and you hear the words, tickly, tickly. And so that's chanting in like a Cthulhu
and this like eldritch, ancient language.
The camp is basically on lockdown. So what do you want to do? Do you want to go investigate Camp Moore, where your parents are at? Even though it's a little windy, you might not be able to get there in the helicopter. Or no, not the helicopter, I'm sorry, an airplane. It's a helicopter in the thing. It's an airplane here.
Yeah.
Or do you want to stay in camp? And so what did you do, Abby?
I decided I wanted to go investigate.
Interesting. I stayed with the camp because we've kind of talked about this in the past where choices might seem more selfish than others.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, but again, it's a book. It doesn't really matter. No one's lives are really on the line.
Yeah.
But I thought personally, I was like, well, I'm in charge of these kiddos. I can't just leave them.
Well, I have to tell you, even if you do leave to go explore, depending on how you handle the situation, the flight is not great.
Oh, yes.
Because it's you're in Antarctica. It's blizzarding and stuff. And so you start to get out there in the blizzard. Stuff is going bad. You're on the path towards Camp Moore.
And JR does not want to do this, really.
No. You're heading towards the camp, and Station East, Vostok Station, telephones you.
Which is a Russian station.
Which is a station owned by the Russian Federation. You're like, does anyone here speak Russian? Sam gets on the phone.
Somehow. He knows.
Yeah, Sam,
or they know.
They know. They speak Russian. Sam, like, finds out from the phone call that, like, they need help, is what they're saying. And then boom, 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 gunfire.
Right.
And Sam's like, elder beasts have awakened. There's very few survivors. People are dying. And then you hear over the phone that same tickly-lee sound.
So from there, what do you want to do? Do you want to keep going to Camp Moore? You can't, it's not even an option to go to this Russian camp.
Yeah. So you have to decide to go to Camp Moore and continue on to see if you can save your parents.
Or you can head back.
Go back to Camp Starkweather. And I was like, well, I don't want to go to Camp Moore now. It's like dangerous.
Because here's what happens then. You loop back into my path.
Exactly.
Okay, yes.
Yeah. So
do we want to keep going to Camp Moore then really quick?
Yeah. So if you keep going to Camp Moore, you get there and
JR doesn't even want to go with you.
No, JR's like, you guys can go, but I'm not going. You keep trying to get Brother to help out because Brother's on your smartphone. Brother is not being helpful.
Right. Because the signal will drop on occasion.
Not good signal in Antarctica. Not a lot of like towers down there for cell phones. I don't know if you've been. Down to
Ryan Reynolds, get on it.
Yeah. So
with your Mint Mobiles.
Come on, man. You're looking for the base for Camp Moore and you find.
And this gets very, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, that's
but
okay.
it gets very like Lovecraftian where you're kind of just investigating and you just kind of run across different weird things.
You find like a page from the Necronomicon with your mom's handwriting on it. Then you keep going and you see Peters goes missing. You're like, oh, we got to find Peters. And then when you find Peters, then you find the camp where
it's all torn up.
It's all ripped up. It's like looks like somebody took a bite out of the tents. And you find your dad's laptop.
And what does your dad's laptop have on it?
Like a bumper sticker that says Spaceballs the laptop or something.
No, Spaceballs the sticker.
Spaceballs the sticker, which is very funny.
You can try to do a password.
Yeah. So if you try to leave with the laptop explodes immediately.
Right.
And you all die.
Right.
If you try to open the laptop and view the contents of it.
But you have to do the password.
You have to do the password.
And what is the password, Abby?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yes. Just like in Spaceballs, of course.
Yep.
And so then on the laptop, there's a few different documents.
But before you get to the documents, it immediately says that you're an unauthorized user. Dead man switch has been activated.
Oh, yes.
And that detonation will commence in 5 minutes.
Right. So it's a dire document, which is basically the At the Mountains of Madness book. And so it actually really happened. And FDR is like, hey, we should investigate this Antarctica before the Germans do.
We gotta take it over before the Nazis.
23 Skidoo.
Hey, see? The more you keep reading the documents, the timer runs down. But my favorite one was where it's like, oh, you open this one document and Guy starts to tell you stuff about his family and stuff. And he tells you all of the secrets about his family. The end. And you're like, and then you guys all explode. And it's like, well, what are the secrets? It never tells you. It's so frustrating.
It was addressed in one branch, but like you said earlier, like his father was a big somebody. And I think maybe too many characters to kind of focus on.
Yeah.
And again, it makes sense because it's a camp, but there need to be fewer characters.
But yeah, you don't really find that out. It just says, Guy shares his greatest secret, his family secret. You die convinced that the world is doomed. And you're like, that's how we all go, right?
But we didn't do that. We got either I chose this or you got looped into it.
Oh, yeah.
Me,
I got looped in when I chose to go back to Starkweather.
And I feel like there's a lot of that where there's a lot of looping back into paths you didn't necessarily pick.
Yeah.
It's less clunky than it was kind of like in the 80s.
Right.
It makes more sense, but it's still like you're getting looped into branches you didn't necessarily pick.
this was maybe the most elegant time that I got looped back in.
Sure.
But I was also like, hey, I could have just stayed at the camp.
Right.
I didn't even have to do this whole detour. Come on, man. I didn't even have to do this. I mean, the nice thing about those paths is that you kind of learn a little bit more, you know, but that was 30 minutes of reading potentially, that I could have spent on something else.
I had to read?
Well, I could have spent that time reading about Guy's horrible family, something like that.
So we both are now at camp.
Yep.
It's Betty Bye time.
Camp out!
We're sleeping and we hear a noise.
Honk shoe me.
So you can either investigate the noise or you can just ignore it and go back to sleep.
Yeah. But even if you ignore it and go back to sleep, you have to get up and
Right. So again, it's not a real choice.
No. You do learn more if you get up and investigate it first. You see the little girl who's psychic.
Who has a twin, potentially.
And you see her twin who's at a different camp.
Yes, but
who's maybe dead.
Get that. Because then Molly walks in too. And so you seem almost confused, like, hey, was this her roommate or was this...
Oh, Molly was getting her a tissue.
Because she has nosebleeds.
Yeah. And this other girl was wearing a Camp Granger shirt.
Okay.
So she was at a different camp. Later, you see her and her shirt has blood on it.
Okay.
The first one, she doesn't. And so I'm like, does she have blood on her shirt because she's dead, or does she have blood on her shirt because she too gets nosebleeds when she's accessing her psychic power?
That's an interesting detail.
Yeah.
I don't know if that came across for me, at least. Either way, you got to get up.
Jackie's in the game room singing Where is Thumpkin?
Yes, that was a really cool detail.
It was.
It almost seemed like The Shining. Now, all of a sudden, the electricity goes out.
Yep.
And so that includes the lights, of course, but it also means the heater.
And Brother, the AI.
I think Brother still works a little bit.
Sometimes not in the building, but on your phone.
Yes, thank you. Yes.
But yeah, Brother says they're temporarily unable to maintain the facility.
So it needs manual overrides.
Yes.
That's your job now.
Yes. This part is so fun.
This part was really good.
Yes. Brother's like, I'll tell you where to go. You would just go to this manual control room. And so you're like, Sky, come with me. And Sky's like, huh? Me? And you're like, yes, you. So you and Sky go to this big metal door and you find this creepy giant monster.
Yes.
With tentacles and eyes everywhere.
And that's the Shaggoth.
Yes.
And that's actually from the Mountains of Madness original book.
Yeah.
And really quick, I want to back up. The author did such a good job because there's allusions to the monster because...
Sky had like drawn a picture of this nightmare creature.
Yes, but it's from Japanese mythology.
Yeah. Hayakume.
Oh, thank you. Yes.
And then also Guy had sculpted for this tabletop RPG that a couple of them were playing with biblically accurate angel, which, as like a bunch of
like
inner circling. Yeah, rings.
The seraphim kind of did have multiple eyes.
Yeah.
And then one of the other kiddos talks about Argus. And Argus is a Greek mythology figure.
Yeah, watchman with many hundreds of eyes.
Yes. So yeah, author did such a good job with like alluding to this in other cultures, other mythology.
Very cool.
So the Shaggoth are, I might not be saying it right. Who cares? They are servants of the old ones.
It's a made up word. So it doesn't really matter, Peter.
So they were servants of the old ones until they gained kind of sentience and kind of had their own power then.
Right.
They are super intelligent and can kind of learn on the spot.
Kind of like AI.
Oh, hey. That's interesting.
And then they illustrate a picture of you and they put your butt on your head. Because you said, draw my butthead brother.
And so what do you want to do? Do you want to run back to the campus right away, or do you want to try to lock the doors behind you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously lock the doors behind you.
Right. I think if you run back to the campers, you insta-die. You basically just, you run back, and then everyone's like, hey, glad you're here. Where's Sky? And you're like, ooh, sorry. And then you all die.
Oh, no.
So I also lock all the doors behind me.
Yeah.
Because again, I'm thinking about the kiddos.
Right.
As best I can.
And everybody who has ever seen any scary movie ever, you think that you killed the bad guy who's coming after you. You don't put down your only weapon until you are 100% sure that they're not going to get back up.
Right. Yeah, I think you're checking in with everybody. And then what do you want to do from there? Do you want to go back and try to fight the Shaggoth?
Yeah.
Or do you just want to stay in the room with everybody? And so what did you do? I'm curious.
What did I do? I decided to run to the room and collect the campers.
That's what I did too. I think if you run ahead and try to fight it, you grab a sword because part of this camp is also like a museum.
Yeah, it's weird. They've got like a half museum, half library, half camp compound.
Right.
It's kind of like a cult, maybe. So
you fight the monster, and it's this epic battle, and you fight in the kitchen and you fight everywhere basically.
Yeah.
And you're killed, but
everybody else is cool.
Yeah.
That's what it says. It's basically like everybody else is great and Sky slays it, but you don't get to see it because you're dead. So dead.
So I stay with the campers.
Yeah.
Just because, again, priority of kiddos.
Right. Because you're the grown-up.
They do say that Eleanor is second tallest. So that's one of her qualifications.
Yeah, and you're not even the tallest one. It's somebody else. It's Sam. Sam was the tallest.
So yeah, you go into the rec room. You collect everybody. There's a lot of exposition.
Yep.
Learning more backstory about people and
lots of flipping around. But it's like, oh, he hates noise and radiation and stuff like that, or it follows noises. And so you're like, prying the fire alarms and like throwing those places. So
that was really cool. Yes.
Well, yeah. Follow
I forgot
those.
about the part.
And then you're like trying to make sure everybody is all together and stuff. And then
so then it gets to another choice.
Stay where you are or find more weapons.
Yes. So what did you do?
Yeah, I decided to go get more weapons.
That's probably the smart decision. I stay where I am.
Because right now it's just me and Sky who have weapons.
Right.
I would feel most comfortable if I was a camper in this situation, if I had even like a hammer, or a fork. Just give me something.
Right.
I don't want to just be slapping this thing,
No.
Kicking it.
Bad.
That's spitting at it, and it's not going to help. So I chose weapons.
So this is where we depart then.
Yes.
Because I stay where I am because I thought it'd be maybe too risky to go out. And that was not the right decision.
No, I chose weapons.
Okay.
Weapons for all. That's my platform as a
candidate
counselor. Everybody gets a weapon. I'm like the Oprah of weapons. I'm actually not, but you know what I mean.
So do you want to do mine really quick?
Sure.
I stay where I am, but then all of a sudden Jackie gets grabbed by a tentacle. And Shemp says, what do you want to do? Do you want to axe the Shaggoth? Or do you want to use your smartphone?
What are you going to do with your smartphone? Throw it at
him?
Photoshop a picture of him with bad makeup? Going to give him like bad concealer that doesn't match with his neckline?
Or maybe there's some YouTube advice. Maybe I just watch a video really quick about what to do.
A wiki how I don't know.
So actual Peter probably would use his smartphone. But I was like, well, I'm in this book. I'm going to try to save these kids. So I use the axe. And what happens? Nothing. I'm not tall enough, apparently.
You should have given it to the second or first tallest person.
Yeah, so not tall enough. And so what do you want to do from here? Do you want to hand the axe off to somebody else? Or do you want to take a second swing?
Axe relay.
Right.
Get Oh, yeah.
So I think there's not enough time for that. I try to axe again. Previously, we learned that the Shaggoth is really good at learning on spot. And so it learned what I was going to do. I think it grabs the axe and then with another tentacle, shing, it slices me in half. There's a really cool picture. And then everyone else dies too. So yeah, I killed everybody.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Whoops-a-dups.
I'm sure it's going to be a 1-star review for this camp. Would not recommend. But you go for weapons.
Yeah, I went for the weapons, and the Shaggoth starts like reanimating things Like,
oh, that's really cool. The picture's really cool.
yeah, there's like little museum critters,
Mhm.
like penguins and seals and puffins and stuff. And at the same time, Jackie has gotten like pulled away. So you either have to join in the fighting against these like little puffins or run after Jackie, who has been pulled away by like one of the tentacles of this many tentacled creatures.
But you don't want to hurt those little penguins.
Well, they're cute.
Even though they're zombies.
I run after Jackie, which was the right thing to do because the Shoggoth does reanimate a T-Rex.
Yes, and the picture's super cool.
The picture is great.
There's seals foaming at the mouth.
Yeah, and you don't get killed by the T-Rex if you do that path. You get slapped silly by a swarm of angry seals. So that's how you die. So you run into this med lab and you find Jackie in there with the Shoggoth. You ask Brother for help. You're like, Brother, what should we do? Brother, may I have some oats? And the AI is like, what you need to do is Shemp needs to turn on the emergency power generator and then put his head in the CAT scan machine.
Yeah.
And you're like, what? Brother, the AI is like, the Shoggoth is not threatened by Shemp because he's such a little baby boy.
I think in another branch, you also find out that like Shemp is illogical.
Yes.
And the Shoggoth likes logic and understanding.
Yes.
And Shemp is just so silly.
Well, and you also find out in my branch that Shemp has some kind of like neural implant.
Yes.
And having that like metal piece in his brain and then putting it into this
because
CAT scan machine is bad.
Yes. And you find out in no other branch that you also have this mental implant.
Yes.
But Shemp was like the test subject.
Yeah.
But you have like kind of a link with Shemp.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. But that's why you have your headaches.
Yes.
Yeah. So Tendo runs in and he says, Fuzzy Pickles. And he says, speak nonsensically. These things are learning English. Use inside humor. And so then you start like yelling lines from the Three Stooges to Shemp, who then goes and turns on the CAT scan machine, puts his head in there. It does like the radiation from the CAT scan machine does cause it to like drop. Jackie, Nurse Peters grabs her.
I'm sure Shemp is fine in this.
Yeah, you get Shemp out and you run away, all of you. Eleanor has a flamethrower also.
Yes, and that was like one of the antiques.
Yeah. So the combination of this flamethrower, the CAT scan thing, all of it is working. You get out of there and you're like, hey, why is this thing like so obsessed with Jackie? And someone says telepathy is another form of radiation. That's why it's like attacking her because she's telepathic. She has this telepathy with her twin. Eleanor has extra tanks for her flamethrower. She puts them inside the kiln, in the walk-in kiln in the art room. She's like, we're going to blow this sucker. Okay. Heat is basically radiation. When this thing blows up, the Shoggoth is going to come running to this art room like a moth to a flame. That's going to let us get to the hangar because right now the Shoggoth is in the way. We can't get to the airplane hangar. So the only way that we can fly out of here is if we get this guy out of our way. We can do that by blowing this place up. So she puts that stuff in there. As we're trying to get out the door, Shemp locks the door with his butt. It literally says that. So I'm like, oh no, his butt is sentient. So you find out from Peters, Shemp was a student at Miskatonic University and they did tests on him. And
like we were talking about.
She's like, you have to talk to Shemp, talk him down. Okay, try to get him to let us do this surgery on him. And Shemp is kind of going mad here at this point. And so you can either slap him.
Yes, I saw this.
Talk to him or ask Nurse Peters for help.
What happens if you slap him? Did you do that?
Yeah. If you slap him, you basically just have a slap off until you explode, until the whole place explodes. So,
but you didn't do that.
If you ask Nurse Peters for help, she performs this emergency surgery on him and gets his neural implant out. The kiln does explode eventually. You get through to the hangar. Brother opens the hangar doors. What do you see outside? It's Shoggoth and he is on fire. He's in flames and he's trying to come in and kill you all. And you're like, brother, help us. And Brother's like, okay, just like everyone keep calm and let him come in. And you're like, what? No, that's a terrible idea. And he's like, nope, this is fine. The Shoggoth starts coming towards you, and brother slams the hangar door on him and slices the Shoggoth in half.
Fun.
So it was pretty cool. And JR is mad because the plane is covered in blood. He's like, this is so gross.
And it's his dad's plane.
My dad's going to be so mad.
My dad's gonna be so mad.
Yeah. So he's like, there's blood all over. It's like the beast bursts like a piñata, coating your vehicle and all its windows in sludge and eyeballs. Don't worry, your teenage pilot promises. I got power wipers. I love that.
Well, this one was a little bit longer. We won't need to get into favorite endings or whatever.
No, I mean, there's...
I think we hit most of the plot bits.
A lot of it, yeah.
But there's backstory we didn't get into and other things that we didn't spoil. So what do you think of this one?
Yeah, and I'm glad that we didn't, get into every part of it, because I think this one would be one that people would enjoy reading.
I agree.
And that they have access to still. So,
like I said, I have some notes. I don't think it was executed the best, but I like what I read.
Yeah.
I would just maybe keep track of characters if I was reading this again. Because they just run together very fast.
And sometimes, too, when it loops back, it does it in a way where I'm like a little...
Annoyed?
Caught off guard or
confused.
Oh, sure. I'm like, wait, that escalated too fast.
Right, I agree.
Sometimes. So,
and also sometimes there's backstory you didn't get.
Yeah.
And character motivation you didn't get because you didn't do a certain branch.
Right.
So again, it's more elegant than like you said than previous books in the 80s and 90s. But yeah, that's still a little frustrating.
Yeah. I thought it was really fun though.
I agree.
I would recommend it.
I agree.
And I thought the art in it was a step up from a lot of the
early aughts ones.
Yeah, the early aughts ones that just looked like they were
very generic.
So generic, and it just so icky. These ones, the art is a lot better.
Agreed. Make sure that you like and subscribe on the podcatcher of your choice. If your platform allows to rate, why don't you do that?
Yeah, why don't you? Why wouldn't you?
Exactly. So give us 5 stars if you can. Again, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. That helps us out.
Just stand outside and yell it.
Like a madman.
5 stars!
We're on Redbubble, of course, if you want to pick up a shirt or sticker. We're on Instagram. You can look at some of the pictures from the book.
You know what also is a Redbubble? The logo for Choose Your Own.
It was there the whole time.
Sure.
I gave you all the clues, Mr. Policeman. Thanks for choosing us today, everybody.
Yep.
We're tired.
Your mom's tired because she came to my house last night.
We did an afternoon record, and it was weird energy, but I think we got there. It was maddening.
You know what else is weird energy?
Our friendship.
Something about your mom. Joke about your mom.
I'm editing out what you said, so...
It's okay. Your mom doesn't listen.
Well, that's the best mom joke.
Your mom's best joke is you.
Well, that one I'm editing out because that was mean.
I'm sorry. I love you.
You don't.
That's okay. That's the joke that I always make to my brother.
My name's Peter, and I'm going insane listening to Abby.
My name's Abby. I've already been there, girl. I've been insane.
You don't have to be crazy to work here, but it sure helps.
Hang in there, baby.
We'll see you next time.
Bye. I'm going to get one of those posters for this room.
The hang in there, baby? Or
yeah. Hang in there, baby. Just for right there.